Good afternoon, brothers. I hope you're all having a blessed day today. Every single person on this planet is a slave. We all have something that controls us, something that directs our actions. And when I say control, I don't mean like there's this master standing over you telling you to, you do this and you do that. No, I'm talking about ideals, concepts that influence our everyday decisions, that influence the things that we do in our daily life. Things like drugs, video games, alcohol, or masturbation that we're allowing to enter our minds and control the things that we do, control the actions that we take. We become addicted to these things, unable to take actions that actually benefit our lives. And you've got society telling us that it's okay to be weak, telling us that masculinity is a bad thing, telling us that we shouldn't go to the gym, that we shouldn't work out, that we shouldn't better ourselves, that stuff doesn't actually matter, that we'll sit at home and eat bugs and be happy. But not everything that controls you is a bad thing. If you're controlled by your physical fitness, being physically fit, you'll make sure that you exercise every day. You'll make sure that you hit the gym. You'll make sure that you train so that you'll be able to defend yourself. If you're controlled by being financially free, you'll make sure to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning and get that deep work done. You'll make sure to put in that effort, that sweat, that was blood, those tears to finally reach 10K a month. If you're controlled by having strong, healthy relationships, you'll actually go out and talk to people. You'll go out and find comrades who are driven by the same thing as you, driven by the same goals. You want to be controlled by things that actually benefit you, controlled by things that serve to better you, that serve to enhance your experience on this planet. But how exactly does one get there? How exactly does one break the shackles put upon us by these detrimental masters and start following the ideals, following the beliefs that actually benefit us, following the beliefs that actually improve us? First of all, you need to understand that the idea of having this master or having these ideals or concepts that control our everyday decisions is unavoidable. But oftentimes the things that end up controlling us are the things that hurt us, are the things that don't benefit us. And that's simply because they're easier. It's a lot easier to sit around your house all day and smoke weed than to get up and go to the gym. It's a lot easier to laze around all day and play video games than to go outside and level up in real life. It's a lot easier to eat junk food and drink alcohol than to actually put in the effort and eat a healthy diet. We as humans often like to take the path of least resistance. Thus, all these detrimental things are controlling our decisions and our actions. So, since we can't completely just get rid of the idea of these overlords, these things that are controlling us, all we have to do is change them. You have to make the active decision to change the ideals that are controlling you from ones that are harming you to ones that are helping you. So now that you understand the concept of these ideals that are controlling your everyday decisions, you have to become aware of what you're putting into your mind. You can't stop masturbating because you're constantly receiving stimulation from Instagram models or TikTokers. You can't stop playing video games because that's the only thing your friends talk about. Or maybe you can't stop drinking or smoking weed because every time you go to a party, that's what everybody there is doing. You need to acknowledge where you're getting this harmful information from, these harmful stimuli from, and just cut them out. You need to replace them with something that actually benefits you. Replace these negative ideals, these negative things that are controlling you, and replace them with positive ideals, positive things that benefit you, things that will make you a better person, things that will make you a stronger man, things that will make you wealthier, things that will enhance your relationships with others. Whenever you feel the urge to go hop on your Xbox or your PlayStation or your fucking PC, stop yourself. Go watch a fucking podcast. Go read a book. Go talk to somebody. Do something productive instead. Whenever you feel the urge to start smoking, go do some exercise. Hit some cardio. Hit the gym. Get a change of environment. Change your scenery. You ever feel like masturbating? Go crank out some pull-ups. Do some push-ups, sit-ups, squats, anything. And whenever you do these things, don't just go cold turkey. The best way to remove these vices is to gradually replace them over time. Unless you're like me and you're just built fucking different. Nah, I'm just fucking around. I did the same thing. Don't be ashamed. Now, you also need to understand that one of the main reasons that these ideals have so much control over you in the first place is because of the people you hang out around. Taking myself as an example, I was so addicted to video games because that's where my social life was. The people I talked to the most, the people I had the most fun with, were all online on Discord. I'd be upstairs in my room playing Roblox freaking 18 plus hours a day, every single day over the summer. That shit was not healthy. That's why it was so difficult for me to end up quitting, because that's the only way I could have fun. The only way I could be social was on the game. Now this might sound harsh, but you need to slowly disassociate yourself with these people. You might think that they're your friends, but you really only hang out with them to do whatever vice it is that you're doing, whether that be playing video games or smoking or drinking. Masturbation's a bit different. I'd hope you're not doing that with somebody else. It's kind of weird. Other than that, you should instead hang out with people who have the same goals as you, who want to improve like you do, who want to enhance their lives like you do. Well, in my case, I didn't really get into this until a bit later, but what I did do was watch a lot of content. I watched a large amount of self-improvement content. Information that just entered my mind and changed my mindset. But I probably would have made a lot more improvement if I had hung around actual people with the same beliefs as I'd had, the same goals that I have, the same drive and ambition that I have. Because as they say, you're the average of the 5 people you hang out around. If you're hanging out with 4 absolutely jacked dudes, you'll become the 5th. If you hang out with 4 millionaires, you'll become the 5th. You hang out with 4 intellectual, wise men, you'll become the 5th. Finally, you need to have a goal, something you're striving for, something that drives you, something that wakes you up in the morning. I've talked about this in previous videos, but this is one of the most important things that you should have in your self-improvement. You need to have something you want to achieve, something you're trying to obtain. Because whenever you have this goal, whenever you have this thing you're striving for, whenever it gets too tough, whenever it gets hard, whenever you feel like you can't keep going, you just have to remember why you started. You have to remember why you did this in the first place. Like for me right now, I want to be financially free. I want to be making 10K a month. That's why I wake up at 7 a.m. every morning and go out for a run. That's why I make all these cold calls. That's why I'm recording these videos. I want to be financially free. And you have to understand that your goals aren't going to stay the same throughout your entire life. Once you become financially free, you might decide you want to optimize your health, or you might want to enhance your relationships, or you might want to lead a group of men to where you are right now. Whatever that goal is, whatever it is that wakes you up in the morning, you need to chase after it. You need to follow it with every ounce of your being, with 110% of your effort. And when you know what this is, I recommend you write it down, hang it on your wall. Every time you get up, every time you enter your room, you just stare at it. Every time you're bored, look at it. Remember why you're doing this. Remember why you started. If you can follow all of these steps, you'll see an exponential boost in your improvement. Because think about it, self-improvement is not addition. It's not a straight line. It's an exponential fucking curve. It's a big ass slope, constantly going higher and higher. Because you're not adding. You're getting 1% better every single day. And that stacks up. 1% of 100 is just 1. But let's say you get to 1,000. 1% of 1,000 is 10. You keep going. 1% of 10,000 is 100. If you do it enough times, you'll be increasing by 1,000,000 every single fucking day. That's the goal. That's what you should want to get to. That's what you should want to achieve. Break the chains. Break free from the things that are harming you. The things that are serving no purpose. The things that are making you worse. And then follow the ideals. Follow the beliefs. Follow the things that will make you a stronger man. Follow the things that will make you a better person. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Maybe even subscribe if you want more content like this. Let's put the work in. Mwah.